Oftentimes when dealing with IB chemistry questions, you'll be asked about significant figures, or, how I usually like to prefer them, sig-figs. So, just for recollection, this would be 1 sig-fig, this would be 2 sig-figs, this would be 3, etc. So sig-figs are just how precise you want it to be. Now, but when you're asked for them, there's two rules. One is when you're dealing with multiplication and with division. So when we're dealing with that, the rule is the lowest number of sig-figs is used. For example, let's say we have a situation where we're multiplying 301.0 times 2.00. Let's check. This has 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 sig-figs, and this would have 3 sig-figs. So what are we going to do? We're going to multiply and use 3 sig-figs. So to write 602, which would be 3 significant figures. So this would be the correct answer in this specific instance. If you want an example on how this could apply to like an IB chemistry question, try this question. Find the thermal energy transferred to substance X with the following properties. So here we'd use Q is equal to MC delta T. Now, we could see that it's 1.0 times 200.0 times 10. So we can see here this is 2 significant figures, this would be 4 and this would be 3. So we would use the 2 significant figure value when we calculate. And if you just multiply this all together, this would be 2000. This would be 2000 joules. Or if you want to just use the 2 and you want to be a bit more specific, you could say something such as 2.0 kilojoules. So this is the first thing. Now the second one is when we're dealing with percentage errors. And again, if you don't know how to use these or calculate these, I'll make a video later. But now let's say we had something such as 10 plus or minus 20%. And now so you need to the first step you need to do is we convert to absolute error. So let's rewrite this as something like 10 plus or minus 2. So the rule here is that the first unit that is discovered dictates everything. So in this case we don't need to change anything. But now let's look into decimals where things can get a bit more specific. Now let's take the number 5.00001 plus or minus 0.00215. What we do in this specific instance is for this uncertainty, we round it. So this would be 0.002. And now, because this is to 3 decimal places, we put 5 to 3 decimal places. So now we could simply write this as 5.000 plus or minus 0.002. A reminder, of course, we can round up. So, for example, 2.01 plus or minus 0.06. We would simply round, so this would be plus or minus 0.1, and this would be 2.0 plus or minus 0.1. And this is the significant figures and or uncertainty. So we can see in this case this would be 2 significant figures. So I hope this helps you in the future as you're solving questions about which significant figures to use. And yeah.